down into the deepest depths of our mining cave, I found something pretty interesting. It seemed to be sort of calling my name, which is also kind of a strange thing that happened. I have a feeling this room has some dark meaning to it. And if I harvest these and I harvest all of this other material around, I have a feeling it could be used for some pretty dark summoning rituals. As I'm breaking each one of these crystals, I just get a really weird feeling about this. So as I was breaking those crystals, I heard something that was talking about this table and what abilities this table held. And all we need is a little bit of silver in order to get started with this. And what we can use this for is creating our own custom mob spawners. This right here is where it's at. So because I found this dark crystal, we can now actually start working on this. Not only that, but the enchantment book called Reaping is what I'm going to be able to use in order to get mob souls. And the one mob that I would really love mob souls from is probably wither skeletons. That or blazes. The problem though is I hope it spawns specific things. I don't know if it even supports blazes. It looks like spiders, spawners, skeletons, and potentially wither skeletons maybe. Oh boy. We got a big beetle over here after me. Wow. You a big beetle. Ow. But anyways. So yeah, I don't know if this mob come from hearing the news. I don't know. It's trying to stop me from spawning these mobs in, but I'm going to do it anyways. All we need is the silver. We get ourselves the necromantic table. And then I also have the regular enchanting table that I want to get up and running as well. So that way we can enchant a sword and start getting into XP grinding and of course, leveling ourselves up. With the enchanting table being such an important part of Minecraft, we definitely need this to be placed down. And of course, it needs 15 bookshelves to at least get it started. And I was thinking about having some hanging bookshelves. I don't know if this is too high or not, but what I can do, I can drop this down, even dropping it down where it looks like it's connected there, and then potentially have a hanging one off the side here, and then filling in the other spaces around this, so that way there is at least 15 nearby, and I think it can go up to 3 tall, so we are looking good there. And it can even extend out to the front, in which I think I want another hanging one here, or at least looks like it's hanging there. This is, I mean, it's pretty cool looking already. Maybe one right there. And then right in the middle is probably going to be where I put my grindstone, which I do not have one yet, but a grindstone will go there. But as of right now, we do have all of our magic, and then we'll put our necromantic table over here as well. That can, let's see, it should go somewhere nearby for sure. How about over here in the corner? This right here we can't use just yet, but we do have it made, so it does fit the theme. And wow, that looks really good right here. So as I've been mining, I've been finding these experience orbs, and these are used to make unbreakable items, but they can also be used to gain experience levels. As you can see right here, we should be able to push our way very close, if not to 30 levels with all of the ones we found. And they're so prevalent underground that you're going to have no problem finding them. And they stick out like a sore thumb. First thing I want to enchant, however, is going to be my sword here. And then I also want to put this reaping on here. So, pain cycle. I have no idea what that enchant is, but we also have reaping, which I definitely want to get on here. What reaping is going to allow me to do is potentially get mob soul drops. And once I get enough mob soul drops, I believe all I need is 1, I think. then we should be able to create ourselves a custom mob spawner based on that. So I even took some other books that I seen that were for the sword and put chains on there, which sounds pretty awesome. If I remembered that from the Dungeons game, it's pretty nice. And then also critical hit 2, which, I mean, anything critical hitting, there's no way it could be bad, right? So let's go see if we can potentially swipe some souls out of some mobs. That was a ghost. And this guy is just a ramper. How are you doing? Actually, you know what? I think we can tame this guy. I'm pretty sure if I feed it a golden apple. Yes. It will eat it. And then what could, oh, it's a big boy now. Ooh, it's a grand rammer. I said ramper, but it's a rammer. Grand rammer. And can we saddle it? Does it need a saddle? Okay. Or no saddle? Or do you take, come on. I thought it would at least take a saddle. Guess not. Do I have to feed it another golden apple? Oh, yeah, he just feed it another golden apple. Look at this dude. And then apparently it can ram things, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, you hit the space bar and it rams. Oh, I don't want to be here. That's a pixie area. They will steal your stuff. So as I'm killing a bunch of mobs, this just looks so ominous off in the distance. I see this tunnel in the darkness, and then just the way the light shines off the walls is just so nice. And as we walk into this area, I'm noticing there's an Enderman. You want to play? I'm almost positive. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, the Enderman sounds are horrifying. I'm trying to get some sort of mob soul. Whether that, it doesn't really matter. Even if it's a zombie, I don't care. Because so long as we have some sort of mob farm, we can grant ourselves experience, which is honestly one of the most valuable things in packs like these. I just killed a stoneling with an arrow and it dropped the heart of diamond, which is a really nice item that it drops. It's like one of the rare items that the stonelings drop. And I killed it with an arrow, which is one of the easiest ways at the moment to kill them. But this can be used to make a pick-a-rang, which is such a cool item. We've got to get this thing crafted. And just as I was about to leave, look what dropped. That's right. Yes, we got a soul. And it's a 5% drop chance with us having that enchant on our soul, at least the tier 1. So I'm pretty happy that I got it. You know, after as many zombies as I've killed under here, it was a pretty nice grab. So let's make that pick-a-ring first, and then we'll talk about this soul. This thing is so cool because it's just what you think it is. It's literally a pick. I know right now it's leaving my inventory and like a block is taking its place, but believe me, it's what a cool like interactive item that you can use to mine with. It is just so, I don't know, it's so weird. Now apparently there is a way that we can take this soul, put it in here, and then surround it by wither bone. And we just turn this into withered essence. And this can be applied. So it doesn't matter where you get your soul. You can turn it into whatever you want. I mean, so far if it's supported. Which there's Endermen, spiders, zombies, skeletons, and the withered, which is wither skeletons. I hope it's not a wither. But anyways, this right here, all we have to do is now take those spawner shards that we've been getting as we've been breaking spawners. All we gotta do is craft this up into our own empty spawner, and that's an empty spawner. We can literally just click this onto this empty spawner and we have it. So at the moment I am working on getting basically a mob farm set up, similar to the ones that I've used in the past, so long as I can use these waste stones the waystone plates make this so much easier, especially for a standard farm like this. So I want to take this warp plate, set it up. I want some dark glass or tinted glass. This stuff right here. Yes, I need a bit of it just to basically cover up the room that I'm generating. But we need to get these pedestals right here set up. And I need to make sure they work. So this is going to push the mobs from our spawner into here. And so this needs to be routed. Of course, this wall is going to be covered up because it's just too much at the moment. But we do need to stop this. And I'm thinking about doing some blue ice right here, like 2 levels of blue ice. And then put a sign, because it's going to stop right here. Actually, we don't even need a sign because it's going to push them right here. And if I do the blue ice underneath there, hopefully that'll give it enough momentum for the mobs. It is pretty slow still right there. I might want to maybe sign this part instead. So I'll place the blue ice here. And then I'll put the sign here and I'll have this be the hole. There's not a great way to get them to fall into a hole, really. So if I put the trapdoor, or if I put the sign there, not trapdoor, I put it there and I have this be ice. Hopefully they'll get pushed into here, but they won't have enough momentum, will they? And I don't think that they'll just happen to walk onto this plate. We can try, but I don't think this will work because it's kind of raised up. You know what? Actually, this would work. That would actually work perfect. They just land right on the plate instead. Oh, this could be dangerous, right? So we need this right here to basically not be there. We need this to go into this plate, but we don't need the other plate to go elsewhere. So if I put the plate here, they should hopefully spawn here. We don't want to use this, but we do want to put this in here. And what should happen is if we land on this, warp plate not bound to another. Oh, wait, I have the warp plate set wrong. This warp plate doesn't need the attune. This one needs this in it. Now it's linked, and as you can see, we should land on that and get teleported here, which is perfect because that's where I want the mobs to spawn. I don't have a great way of testing this, but this will have to do for now. It's all 100% have to do for now. And let's see, I want the glass to basically cover this area here. And you know what? I might just make sure this is raised up enough and then cover this like so. And that should be just dark enough. Just dark enough for this to work. All I got to do now is get this mob spawner in there and let's test this out. Hopefully there's not any like small skeletons that can spawn. I don't know if that's a thing. We need to go up. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Empty spawner. We'll break this as much as possible. I'll break the last one as we're down there. Put this inside. Oh boy, they're already spawning. So yeah, they're not 100% teleporting, but they will eventually. Okay, that's good. That one's gone. We'll fix that. I cannot believe this is already working. Okay. It's already working better than I thought. And I can stand here. That should be enough to keep that running. It looks like it, yeah, it's still spinning. They spawn. They come into here. Wow, it looks like they warped right into me. And there we go. We now have some sort of mob spawner. It's a start. It's a start, right? And I think we can put a hopper right here, and that might actually be able to take the items out as well. This could be quite nice. Now, I do have a diamond sword here, and I do have a book called Knowledge of the Ages that we've gotten from Loot. And what Knowledge of the Ages will do, it'll turn their items that they normally drop into just pure experience. So, with this farm, we should be able to whittle them down now, and this is definitely going to be a more efficient mob farm for experience. So I tried my best to make this look nice. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, it's weird when you have stairs that go down and you make something in a wall, but it was really, really convenient for me to put this in the wall. But as you can see by my level count, this right here is killing it on experience, just like I was hoping. Man, this is nice. This right here is what it's all about. All right, I'm gonna actually on this section, I bet I can do this. This. I know they're different for right now, but it's just me testing this out. Yeah, I think that actually a little bit nicer looking. It still doesn't fit 100%, but that's okay. But man, just the fact that I can come down here, I can just swipe a few times with my swordy sword, get myself tons of experience. Not only get experience this way, but also level this up, because as I get experience, this also gives me skill points. Yeah, and I think there's like an exponential climb on this. I'm sure eventually I'll run out of skill points. It'll just take so much experience, but it's looking pretty good so far. I think I'm going to hit up dexterity. Strength is really nice because it actually gives me more than just strength. I've seen it also gives me armor, but it is a diminishing return on the armor. And then constitution gives me hearts. So like if I go up another heart, this will give me a half heart. I think I'm going to wait until I get another point, but then they'll give me a heart bar and a half basically, which is really, really nice. I also noticed that I was getting kites, I think, a wither kite, apparently. And it says to click it on a fence. Oh my goodness. There's straight up kites in the world now. And they're wither skeletons. That's, I love it. But right here, I need some lapis, because one thing we don't have is a great ranged weapon. And if we're planning on doing any type of ranged stuff, we're going to need infinity. And oh yes, infinity on breaking on this is nice, but I think we do have some other bonuses. If we look up books, I'm sure we have some other stuff that we can put on bows, but like there's a wild range, all kinds of cool stuff. It will tell you in here, it'll show you what is for bows and such. Yeah, so I'm going to do some diving. I'm going to look and see what we have and see what we can potentially do. With me diving really deep into enchants, this is definitely something I think worth nabbing. Even though it requires a blaze rod, once we have a nice bow, blazes are going to be pretty much nothing to us. This will allow me to enchant and make sure it is something targeted specifically to bows. Just as if we were putting a bow in here. So this is going to give me fuse shot. This resilient shot. A lot of this is coming from the dungeon mobs. And then this one has infinity again. What I really want is power though. Potato recovery. That sounds interesting. This is cooldown shot. Man, there's a lot of stuff on that. Fuse. I'm going to keep doing some books and see what we can't get. So let's test out this bow. I've got quite a few enchants on it. Basically, the books would roll multiple things. Let's test it out on this beautiful Cyclops. And he's got tons of health. Shoot him in the eye. And I think there we go. Yeah, right in the eye. And I would say that's not bad. Like, it has several health bars. So, wow, actually we took that out quite quickly. We can save the sheep because you guys were going to be eaten. I hope you know that. Like, he wasn't keeping you around as pets. Like, he's eating you guys, right? I don't even eat you guys. But he was going to. 100%. Maybe we can take on these bosses as well. Like, I don't know. Like, we can test our sword out. I don't see why these guys would be any harder. Aren't these just the golems? Let's see who gets knocked off first. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think we're a bit healthier than we were prior. The last time we fought these guys, I'm pretty sure we're a bit stronger now. Okay. It got down to 40% health, and this destroyed it. It hit a 40 health and one-shot it. I don't... Something on here. Maybe it's the critical hit. Critical 2. That's a powerful enchant then. So what an epic farm here. This is really going to pay off. Definitely. And... was that a mutant? I have no idea. If mutants do potentially spawn from here, that would also be pretty sick as well. But guys, of course, with this being the end of the episode, of course, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video. And that is going to go to Olid Strith. I think I said that right. I tried my best to say it. I believe it's Dutch. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on Patreon. And guys, of course, if you're interested in becoming a patron yourself, you can find that linked down in the description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you did, be sure to smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's give this video a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching.